All right, so I want to tell you about this experience that I had last night, actually. And while I tell you this story, I want to let you know that these people who were the focus point of that story, they, I don't know if they were left wing and right wing or if their sides was one side or swapped. To my mind, they could be any enemies in any kind of war that we have. And the story that you're about to hear is actually a dream that I had. There's a fucked up part in it that I'm not going to sanitize. I'm also not going to edit out the weird dream logic that was going on because to me it's important that I tell you this story and also what I thought after that story, after that dream, in the most authentic and unedited manner that I can muster. So here it comes. So first let me set the scene. This is in a quaint, charming little Mediterranean type of town, cobblestone street, and on one side of that street, everything is sunlit. There's a cafe. Then across that cobblestone street, it's all in a pedestrian area. There's a little plaza where all the people are sitting with their parasols and their tables and they're having their ice cream. And just off to the side of that little plaza, there's another house. And in front of that house, just picture this big flower box with like a shrubbery inside or something like that, or like just tall flowers. And then there's, I guess, like sort of dreamlike periphery type of thing where there's the turning area with some more houses, but it's vague, right? And inside that cafe, there's a guy working there who's always getting bullied by just this douchebag kid, right? Who always comes around with his 4 or 5 friends and just lays into him, taunts him, puts him down, real asshole. Okay, but this bully actually, quite good looking, handsome guy, late teens, 18 years old or something like that, right? And my role at that point in that dream was that I wanted to take a shower inside that cafe. I wasn't staying at the cafe or anything, but I was getting ready to go to a convention, like a WordPress convention, a video game convention that was in town. And I just wanted my shower there, so I wanted my privacy, right? And my idea was that I was going to go inside that cafe, and the shower was actually facing the street. So I just wanted to draw the curtain and, take my shower in peace. So there goes your dream logic for you, right? But these people just being there and having their little shit battles that just annoyed me, okay? So the boss of the guy that worked at the cafe, he had this idea, hey, why don't we just sort of sneak you out of the cafe and just sort of off screen for a while? And then we're just going to tell the bully, hey, he's not there, right? You guys can go home and that's what's going to happen. And then you can sneak back into the cafe and we're going to have our peace and quiet, which is another just instance of completely flawless dream logic, right? Perfect plan. And that's what they did. They snuck him out. They told the bully, yeah, you can go. And the bully was like, no, fuck that. I don't think so. I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to sit in front of this cafe and I'm going to wait for him to come back and then he's going to get some shit. That's what happened. So it's like the bullies are sitting there with the main bully just in one line in front of that cafe, right? Like next to each other. And then at the end of that line, right next to the main bully, there's a colleague from the cafe who's also sitting there with them. And now comes the fucked up part of the dream. So trigger warning, right? He pulls out a knife and he just slits the bully's throat right open, right? So blood comes out and the whole shebang, right? Like very graphic scene. And I was shocked, of course. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Somebody's got to call an ambulance. Somebody's got to call the police. And the next thing that I kind of know is that he was lying now behind that flower pot, like between the flowers or like whatever shrub there is and then the house. And he was just lying there like on the ground and just dying, right? Like his face was purple at that point. And I thought, I don't want to see this. This is too much for me. I can't handle this. I don't want to see this. So I went around to the other side of the house and then I just hovered there behind that house. And funnily enough, when, like, from the moment that I thought I don't want to see this, the blood actually, there was no more blood, but he was just purple in the face. But I still knew he was dying. I guess because he was sort of hidden out of sight, nothing really happened with the surroundings. Like nobody was screaming or running away or anything. Just business went on as usual. And as I was standing on the other side of that house, this girl appeared in front of that shrub where he was lying, and she was there with 2 or 3 friends. And she was really tearing into him. Like you could tell she had a lot of pent up rage for this bully asshole guy. And just telling him, how does it feel to be down? Stupid asshole, that kind of thing. Like, not so high and mighty now, are you? And then there's another cut in the dream. And next thing I know, they're standing in front of the cafe again. But now they're facing, like they're actually at the edge of the plaza, and they're facing the cafe. Like the bully and his 4 or 5 friends just in one line next to each other. And opposite them is the girl with her 2 friends standing as well. And I thought at that point, how the fuck is he still alive? Like, why is he still breathing? What's going on? And where's the fucking ambulance? And why is nobody commenting on this, right? It did feel weird to me, but hey, dream logic, right? And he said, when you painted that painting to the girl, the painting with the fruit, all I wanted to do was run over to you, and I wanted to ask you about that painting, what you were feeling when you painted it, what moved you to make that painting. And I wanted to tell you how much I loved you. And he said that despite all his friends standing there. And the last thing I remember in this dream was that they were both crying. And then I woke up and I had 2 thoughts in my head. First one was, for fuck's sake, you got to stop watching so many horror movies. And the second one was, I hope he doesn't die.